Boy, that was looking back on it. It was probably just as sloppy and ugly as it was live. It was not an aesthetic volleyball match, but I love the fight that we showed. I love us being able to be down like that and make a statement and come back. And I think that when you get a win like that, it probably does more for you than if it would have been completely clean and better looking. But so we're real happy about it still.
Now you got Texas coming up. You've played them before. I guess what'd you learn from there, where you weren't able to kind of get a set, but you were able to get some good things going there.
Yeah, the first set was right there, and then we kind of let them off the hook, and they took it, and then from there they kind of rolled us. But we come back from that the next day, and we realized that Missy played the entire match with a concussion, and then she was out from there. So I can't tell at this point how much of that was her and how much of it was us just not playing great volleyball. So I think we're going to be back to 100% this week, and we'll try to put a better foot forward.
Kind of on that note, is Missy going to be back?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Has she been practicing?
She has. She started back in on Monday and has been full go.
I guess how's Tita looking right now?
Tita's looking good. I don't know that we're ever going to get her back to 100% like she was before her injury, but day by day she looks better and better, and we got to find a way to start getting her back into her role.
Is she likely going to stay a defensive specialist for a while?
It's undetermined. We got a couple of tough decisions to make. Kate has been really, really good, and but we know how good Tita is as well, and so we're just going to have to make a good decision and make it work.
Second time around, is it more about what you all are doing compared to what you have to kind of adjust to with the opponents?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I like we say all the time, there's no secrets here. Everybody knows everyone, and the trick here is to keep improving and being able to throw some new wrinkles at everyone. So, we've been doing some things and really cracking down on some things. We had a week off with no matches, so we've really gotten back to basics on some stuff and reemphasize what our system is all about. So hopefully that'll lead to just some cleaner play and fewer broken plays, and then we can just put some things together.
Did you learn anything about your team coach without Missy being present and find a way to win that in 5 sets, sloppy or not?
Yeah, I think the team learned some things about themselves for sure, and the way that they stepped up individually, and when it was time to close it out late, then we got it done. And when we're that 5th set, we're up I think 11-8, and then it's 12-12, and we call that timeout and then go 3 in a row, and that's something that you didn't see from this team a year ago. And so I felt like that was great progress.
I guess what did you see out of Kindle?
Well, Kendall's a fighter. She just grinds it out, and she has great intentions. She knows what she wants to do. She knows how to run an offense, and I think more than anything, the team wanted to play for her. So she got everybody behind her and did a good job. We had started with a different lineup, and we're just kind of trying to throw some new things in there, and so we kind of ad-libbed it a little bit in the first set with a 6-2 with Tita in there, and really just kind of put everybody on their heels, and we got the win in that first set. But you could see real quick that wasn't going to be sustainable. So, at the same time, Kendall was really settling in, and so it was good to see her, kind of take over from there, and we didn't think twice about it.
Moving on, Longhorns, is it kind of a blessing in disguise that they're this close to since you played them last, so that the scouting report is fresh in the minds of the girls? It's just kind of a retouch on it.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll change the scouting report because we really didn't do much with it the first time. It was what we thought it was going to be from them. They had a good block. They got us going in transition. Their outside hitters were great, and we had a hard time slowing them down. So, we just have to do a better job on our end when we've got a good first touch. We've got to put a ball away, and we've got to put a better serve on them. So those are things that we'll definitely be better at this weekend.
Yeah, we were able to take our game back to the basics and focus on our team system and our team identity and who we really are on the court. And so it was good to just take some time and slow things down and really have a week to develop.
What did you kind of see out of Kindle in terms of what she was able to do in the situation she was pressed in?
Yeah, Kindle performed great. That was tough, and for her to do as well as she did is awesome. She's the best teammate you could ask for, and so it was easy to get our team to rally around her.
Confidence-wise, what's it like to get Missy back potentially?
It's good. Just going back to what we've known all season is, of course, going to help us a lot.
You didn't have to do as much studying this time on the scouting report, knowing that you literally just faced Texas like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I doubt we'll even change anything. That was 2 weeks ago, so I think it's all still fresh on all of our minds, so I don't think so.
Does it add that you've seen them in person now for some of the younger players, that you guys can really the text is now matching what you know, what you've seen with your eyes.
For sure. We also got to scrimmage them during preseason. So the freshman, like Allison, who is like a starter, has already seen them and played against them. And so, I mean, yes, it is good to get some more experience against them. And going to Gregory is always a challenge, their home gym. So it'll be fun.
You guys, coach talked about how it was, it could get, even with the win over Kansas City, it was, pretty ugly and whatnot. Does that make you guys feel good that things don't have to go, even perfectly well, I think, to get that win?
Yeah, it does, because a lot of the personalities on our team, we want things to be perfect and to go a certain way. And if A happens, B, and then C. And so for us to kind of have to scrap it out and win some ugly points, I think it was good for us.
You think that could be a product of some of the attrition there's been on this team? You talk about Missy being out, obviously Tita being out as well. You guys have kind of had to learn to play together with different faces all over the floor.
For sure. Coming into this season, it was easy for us to be like, okay, this is Tita's going to play here, Missy's going to be here, and for us to lose two huge key parts has been tough, but we've had to fill in and we've made it work.
We really went back to basics and focused on fundamentals again, and it's helped a lot.
Kind of feel like it also helped Missy kind of get back just because of her injury, and how important is it for her to come back?
Being able to have her back is incredible. Kindle did a great job and stepped up and filled a big role, but it's nice to have Missy back.
As an outside hitter, is there something different when someone different is kind of setting the ball that maybe you're used to? And I guess how long of an adjustment was that for y'all, considering you had some practices before, but that game where maybe she was a little bit off?
For sure. Every setter sets a different ball and has a different style. But like in practice all year, we've all hit off of both of them, so it didn't take too long to get adjusted to Kindle.
When you say going back to fundamentals in practice, exactly what do you mean by that? Is it just straight striking and setting? Is it just straight digs? Kind of walk us through what you mean by that.
So a lot of footwork, blocking and passing and defense. And then for the setters, they go off and do their own thing. Lots of getting back used to Missy was a big part of it that I've tried to focus on this week that Tony wanted me to work on. Just lots of passing and reps and blocking reps and hitting reps. So
is it one of those things that when you, like, day one, you're like, this is silly, and then like day three of it, you're like, okay, now I remember why we need to be doing this? Right.
But I think I love reps. I like getting down to business and doing stuff like that. So I was excited to do it.
What did you take away from that Texas loss?
That we really need to work on closing out a set, because that first set we should have, and then coming back the second set and picking up where we left off, not dropping off like we did.
You've seen, at Mississippi State last year, you saw most of the SEC, and now you've seen Texas and the rest of the Big 12 this year. I guess, what kind of challenges do you see from Texas, and where do they stack up for you based on every opponent you've seen over your career?
Honestly, I think they're the best team I've ever played. They have the best block in the country, and it makes it very difficult to score. But it's fun to play against them.